Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to ACS Sneakers. My name is Aiden. On today's video, we are taking a look at the Nike Air Max 97 in the Black Metallic Gold Colourway. Before we get into that, I just want to say a huge thank you to my returning viewers. Thank you as always for supporting me and this channel. And to any new viewers, welcome to the channel. We do release brand new content each and every week. So do make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video just like this. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the intro. Initially releasing on November 5th for a retail price of £150, today we're going to take a look at the Nike Air Max 97 in the Black Metallic Gold Colourway. Now for anyone who saw my top 10 upcoming sneakers for November, you'll remember that I was trying to get this shoe for a review, and here we are. If you guys have any other suggestions of any other shoes that you want to see me review in November, make sure to leave your suggestions in the comment section below. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. And here we go guys, I now have the box in hand. As you can see, we just get a standard Nike red cardboard box with the white Nike branding across the top. Taking a quick look now at the label, which reads Nike Air Max 97 in the Black Metallic Gold Colourway. So now that just about wraps up the overview of the box. Let's go ahead and get into the rest of the review. So let's go ahead and get straight into the shoe, starting out with the upper. Here we have a combination of leather, synthetics and fabric in this primarily black colourway. Also incorporated into the upper, we do have this gold accent, which you can see running right the way throughout the upper. Now, for anyone that doesn't already know, the Air Max 97 is actually modelled after the Japanese bullet train. Now, that's not something you can easily tell just by looking at the shoe, but I do think this wave-like pattern throughout the upper is to represent aerodynamics as well as speed in a wave-like pattern. And to be honest, the design of the Air Max 97 has always been one of my favourite Air Maxes. Also incorporated into the upper of the shoe itself, we do have this 3M piping, and as anyone who's been around the channel will know, I'm a huge fan of reflective sneakers, so whenever a new Air Max 97 does come out, it definitely does always catch my attention. And now moving down the shoe slightly, here we have this crushed gold Nike swoosh on both the lateral and medial side of the shoe. Now, I didn't actually notice until I had this shoe in hand, but there is actually quite a lot of intricate detailing into the Nike swoosh, and that's such a nice and subtle detail that you probably won't notice at first glance, but those kind of details always add up a lot in my opinion and always take the shoe to another level. I also really do like the fabric that they've used just underneath. It's got this almost shimmering shiny effect, which once again adds to the shoe's shiny element, so that's definitely something that I'm a big fan of, especially as I've mentioned that I'm a big fan of reflective sneakers. If we then move down even further, we have this complete black foam midsole as well as a full length air unit. Now within the air unit itself, we do have a slight gold tint. Once again, this is actually a nice and subtle detail that you might not notice when these shoes are on feet, but as I say, once again, the little details definitely do start to add up in my opinion. And just touching on the overall comfort of the shoe itself, I've always been a big fan of the 97 model, not just because of how it looks, but because of how it performs on feet. This is meant to be a running sneaker, so there's quite a lot of padding and a lot of bounce on the actual outsole. So what I would say is that for anyone who's looking at picking up the 97 model, it is an extremely comfortable shoe as far as I'm concerned. But the missus did actually pick up a pair of 97s not too long ago, and she really wasn't impressed with the overall comfort. So I guess in that respect, it just comes down to preference. Also, just in terms of sizing, personally, I always do go true to size with the 97 model. I think Nike are pretty bang on when it does come to sizing. However, if you do have a chance to try out a model before buying, I would highly recommend that you do so, just so you can understand the best fit for you. And now switching to the outsole on the shoe itself, here we have this primarily black outsole with the crushed gold Nike swoosh once again. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. Let's get back into it. And as we now move back up the shoe, here we have a complete set of flat black laces. Now sat atop the laces itself, we do have this crushed gold Nike swoosh. Now I'm not sure if there's a technical term for it, but I'm just going to call it a lace clip. I'm not sure if you can actually see, but it just moves freely amongst the laces, and I'm really not a big fan of this feature, to be completely honest. I think it looks really tacky, and I'm a little bit worried about the fact that it's actually going to catch either the laces or the mesh underlay and cause some fraying. So personally, I am actually going to take it off my shoes. I just think it's a really tacky feature, and I actually think it's going to improve the overall look just to take this off. Now, just underneath the laces, we do actually have some 3M materials, which once again, I'm a huge fan of. And I also really do like the fact that we actually get these gold eyelets as well, which I think was a nice little feature on the shoe. It's not really going to add much value, but once again, it just stays consistent with the actual colourway. If we now move back up the laces to the tongue, here we have a gold Nike swoosh in the centre of the tongue. And now switching over to the sock liner of the shoe, as you can see, we do have a primarily black sock liner as well as a primarily black ankle collar. As I mentioned earlier, just in terms of comfort, I would say there's a decent amount of padding in this area, and it does actually offer quite a lot of structure around the heel. Now, it's not going to be as supportive as, say, a high top, but just for this type of shoe, I think it's absolutely fine in my opinion. And now switching over to the insole of the shoe, here we have a primarily black insole with the crushed gold Nike branding. And if we now swing over to the heel of the shoe, here we have the Air Max pull tab. Now, personally, I've always been a big fan of whenever a shoe does feature the pull tab itself. I just think it adds a lot of value to the shoe and just makes it a lot easier to get on. Some people don't actually like this feature, but I actually think it actually works quite well on this model. And that just about wraps up the overview on the shoe itself. So now let's go ahead and get into my opinions on the shoe. So in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, I do give the Air Max 97 in the Black Metallic Gold Colourway a very respectable 8 out of 10. For me, this is absolutely the perfect winter shoe. As we took a look at earlier on in the video, we have a complete black outsole, which makes it a lot easier to wear in bad conditions. I always clean the outsole on every single shoe that I wear. I think it's just as important as cleaning the uppers. So having a complete black outsole just makes the maintenance side of it a lot easier. I also think the actual colourway itself will complement a lot of outfits. Also, once again, making it a really easy shoe to rock in any condition. I'd love to know what you guys think as well, so please go ahead and drop me a comment in the comment section below. Now, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who stuck around to this point in the video. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hitting that bell notification, and I hope to see you again in the next one.